welcome to Boxing and Such. I'm Earl Abdullah, and this is Gene Dancy. Gene Dancy is a boxing promoter here in Los Angeles, and we have a great show lined up for you today because boxing has us taken Los Angeles by storm. Gene, how are you today? You look so wonderful.
Oh, thank you,
Indeed, indeed. We have a great show, and as I was saying before, we have Marty Monroe making a comeback.
Yes.
We have Connie Swift, the Slits Forum lightweight champion. We have Jeff Studemeyer, the Forum Slits middleweight champion, and that makes our show better than anyone else. We have three champions on one show. Why don't you talk to Marty Monroe, and let's find out about his comeback.
Marty Monroe, first of all, I think anyone watching who has watched your career at length would wonder, whatever happened to you? I mean, you were rolling along beautifully, you were number 4 in the world, and all of a sudden, no Marty Monroe. What happened?
Well, for a time there, I had a back operation, and so I had to take off. I didn't have to, but I chose to take off and sort of heal my wounds and get everything situated back the way it was before coming back, returning to the ring. So I laid off and got everything back together, my back that is, which I had surgery on. And so now we're returning to the ring.
And I would like for everybody to know that you did make your comeback August 26th at the Hyatt Regency Hotel, and it was a second-round knockout. And I'd really like to know, after having been off for so long, I mean, how did you feel? Were you really apprehensive about going in the ring, or did you feel comfortable like you did before? Or what was it like?
Well, I was a little nervous, yeah.
Understandably, huh?
Yeah, after being off a couple of years, I mean, you're going to have a little nervousness there. But I was really nervous, but I was looking forward to winning and having a victorious victor, that is. And I did. Everything came out the way I planned. I trained extremely hard for the fight. And
I know you had a second-round knockout. Was that in the plans, or did that just happen?
No, it wasn't in the plans, and it was a thing that just happened. When I'm fighting, I don't plan for a knockout, or I don't really try for it. I wait for the opportunity to occur, and then I take advantage of it. But I don't really have in my mind that I'm going to go out and knock this guy out or what have you. But when the opportunity occurs...
Yeah, you just take it. Well, how'd you feel in the ballroom? I mean, you're downtown and you're in the Hyatt Regency and it's so plush and so nice. I'd just like to know if it had any effect on the way you felt going in, or do you block all of that out, or what?
Well, I try to block out all of that out, but however, I couldn't block this out. I'm coming back on productions put together by Fedora, which my wife is the president of that productions. So I felt, I felt
your
real.
Wife?
Yeah, I felt.
And who's your wife?
Please, Gene, please.
All right.
She's sitting right here. So I felt real great about returning to the ring at that ballroom.
Well, let me ask this too, and I really mean this. Did you feel any nervousness or apprehension about coming into the ring knowing that I was promoting it? Did you?
A little.
Why?
A little.
Why?
Well, I mean, it was a thing that's, from what I've been hearing, it's never been done. And I was nervous about it. And then, after all, I've never heard of a boxer's wife promoting his fights and doing this type of thing.
So how'd you feel after it was over?
I felt great. I mean, after being out of boxing 2 years and coming back winning, I felt wonderful, and I can't wait till the next show.
Well, how long have you been in boxing? I mean, although I know that, I know there's some people who've watched you who probably don't realize how long.
Well, I started boxing when I was about 6, and I started professionally when I was about 20, 21.
But why would you start when you were about 6? I mean, what drew you to the gym? I mean, other little boys were out there and some of them didn't start, so why did you?
Yeah, well, one of my older brothers, I remember him taking me to the gym. I was too small to go myself, so he took me to the gym. And after that first day, it excited me. I wanted to go back, and ever since then, I would go to the gym, and I would I would see Floyd Patterson and Sugar Ray Robinson and Archie Moore. These type of fighters would come into the gym, and I would watch them train, and it excited me. I mean, it gave me a big bang.
Well, did you decide then, one day I'm going to be a boxer, or was it a hobby or what?
It was then. I knew what I wanted to be when I was a little boy. At 6, 7 years old, I knew I wanted to be a boxer.
Well, let me ask this. This is a question that people have asked me about boxers, and I mean, can you truthfully say that you feel absolutely no animosity whatsoever toward your opponent? I mean, can you really, I mean, when you hug afterwards, do you mean it?
Definitely, because I've gone and I've prepared myself to the best I can, and my opponent, hopefully he's done the same. And if we fought a good fight to the distance and we hug, I mean, it's because we both put out the best we could. I mean, we put forth effort to win.
So is it really a job, though? I mean,
it's a job. It's not about hatred or having anything against anyone. I'm no freak or anything. I mean, I like boxing, true enough, but I don't go around beating up people.
Trying to hurt anybody.
Yeah, it's a business and it's a sport. I love it and I enjoy it, but I'm not there to bring friction or disappointment or any type of...
Okay, because people wonder that. I mean, even though you're saying that, and I do tend to ask the other boxers who are coming on, because even though boxers say that, people, when they hear the, grudge matches and hear the talk that's going on, they wonder.
Believe me, this is business, and it's how I feed my family. So it's not about a grudge thing. You know what I mean?
Not about a grudge.
No, it's not a grudge thing.
Well, how does the heavyweight division look to you now that you've been away and you've come back? I mean, it has shifted somewhat.
It's shifted a little. However, I feel that the people who have been waiting for a new heavyweight, one who's most exciting, and that's very rare. And I believe that I'm that type.
I was just going to ask you if you knew anyone like that.
I believe that I'm that type. I think that I could carry it on. I think that I'm what the people have been waiting for. And not trying to be boastful.
Yeah.
But,
well, you are handsome enough, I must say. And I say that only because today boxing has taken a different direction in that long ago it seems like the boxers would just go in and slug it out and that was it. But today they're in commercials and they're going on to become movie stars. And I must say, as a boxing promoter, it makes me happy to affiliate myself with the boxers today who look so handsome and so well-groomed. So you do have that going for you.
Well, I must say thank you.
I will give you credit for that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, I'm thinking, I was watching a recent fight, Marty, Alexis Arguello, Aaron Pryor, and Gene, you mentioned about the embrace after the fight, and wasn't it amazing how both Aaron Pryor called Alexis champs, said come champ, they hugged each other. It was a beautiful situation.
Real beautiful. I mean,
and they probably meant it. You know
right.
what? I really, really must say that I'm grateful for you coming by.
Thank you.
And hope to see you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, Gene, I tell you, boxing in Los Angeles was just something to do years ago. When I came out here 3 years ago, boxing wasn't that big, but one of the first boxers I met was Marty Monroe.
Well, yeah, he told me that.
Yeah.
He said that you were at the gym one day.
I was at the gym. I was an undercover reporter. Not really. I had a friend that was boxing, and he was a friend from Chicago that was